What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing good and enjoying the day. We're starting on getting things prepped for Miss Abby here to get painted. So Chris is over there working on pulling all the old molding off and all the clips. I'm not sure that's the right tool for that, but maybe a pair of pliers might work a little better.
Yep.
While he's doing that, I am going to work on this dent. This dent has been in this fender since I was probably 13, maybe, and I'm much older than that now. So I remember when my stepdad put the dent in there. So the dent was in there, and he took it over to Mako in the 80s and had it painted, and they just left it and painted right over the dent. So we're going to see if we can't straighten it out a little bit. I am in no way, shape, or form a body guy, a mechanic. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got. No expert by any means. So we'll see how this goes. This will be interesting. I'll get you set up here and let you watch the the progress. The trim is all off all the way around. Got some filler on there just to smooth out that dent. Once that's dried up, then we'll sand it down and get a layer of once that's done, then we'll get a layer of primer on it. Alright guys, so there is the fender one coat of primer on it. I will have to say, for my first time ever doing body work, I'm quite pleased. It's not perfect, but it's a 50-year-old car. It's never going to be perfect. I don't really expect it to be perfect. But I think it turned out pretty good. You can't really tell, but that is completely smooth, and there is no longer a dent there. So then we got Chris back here. He's been working on Getting a few dents in this fender that we gotta kind of pound out a little bit. So once I get the front tire on, I'll come back here and pull that rear tire off and see about pushing those out a little bit. You can see here, this one's, it's got a pretty big dent there, and then it goes all the way down. So, and then we got some dents in that one there too. So not too bad. This one we may just leave because it's really not that bad. So, but we're getting there. Making a lot of noise, making a lot of dust, but we are getting there. So I'll bring you back here when we get some more done. All right, guys, there we have it. We got this side mostly done. I got to do one more coat of primer on it, but as you can see, I got some pings there. There's some rust areas that we need to sand down and smooth out, so we'll get to that once we get the bumper off and get around that area. But that is smooth. Looks really good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then we got this back here where Chris was working. So we've got the original primer. Looks like a white base coat. And then that's the original red, and then another layer of primer, and then this almost more of an orange red. So the original color, which is ruby red, was definitely more of a red, and this was more of an orange. I don't know if you can really see the difference between the two in this, if it picks it up, but this is definitely more of a red. So that's kind of the color we're going to go with. We want the original ruby color. I should say Chris wants the original ruby color. So yeah. This side here we got some more work on. This is where we got to pound out some dents, but we wanted to get it sanded down so that we can see what we're working with. No rust, which is good. This side as well. So this side was a good side. The other side's got a little more rust on it, which we'll get to. And we got the roof. It's all pitted. So we'll get the rack off and start getting that sanded down. That's going to be... Actually, the roof won't be that bad, Chris. Mm-hmm. You know why? Why? Because you're working up here. You're not hunched over or sitting down. You're like standing up. So I think that'll make it a little easier. Mm-hmm. That's my theory anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, and then we've got the pitting here on the trunk, but it's not bad. I think we'll be able to sand most of that out. The only spots that we really have to deal with is right over here. This is bad, and I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. I want to get it all ground down and see how bad that actually is. If I can just kind of fill it with some weld, or I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm not the best welder, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle that. I'm just gonna have to grind it down and see how bad it is. Patching that in, that's going to be very, very difficult with the gas, with the fill there and whatnot. That's going to be difficult. So we'll see. We'll get into that maybe next weekend. We'll get into that. But all in all, it's pretty good. I'm happy with the turnout of that. That makes me happy. So with that, you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whichever it may be. And thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all the new subs that we've gotten. Really appreciate that. Thank you guys. And leave a comment below. Advice, that a boy, whatever you like. Thank you guys, and take care. See ya.